Hey guys, good afternoon. Mobility with Miss Megan today, and I'm going to talk a little bit. I have some students that are working specifically on gait and posture. It was developed for totally blind students, and it's specific to my kids' needs. So if you're stumbling upon this video, just make sure you're checking with your students' IEP team or care providers to make sure that this is appropriate for them. So I'm going to go through kind of what I've developed, and hopefully this helps. Okay, so I just want to go through really quick kind of why I'm doing what I'm doing and kind of what my informal research has discovered. So I'm referencing my Foundations of O&M books for this particular program for gait and posture. And so typically we need these building blocks in our blind students: the sensory development, the muscle, strength, reflexes, and then it goes up from there. So if I'm working on a student who wants to improve their posture, balance, gait, all of those things, that's become a goal for a few of my kids. And so how do I get them there if they still need to finesse some of these lower tier skills? So that kind of gives you an intro as to why I started looking at this type of a program for my students. This slide is a great example of just the body planes. We talk with our students about the planes of our body: right side, left side, front and back. And a lot of visually impaired or blind students will be head forward because they don't have that visual interest to keep their head up. And so the posture just slowly kind of degrades over time without explicit instruction. And that's a big part of O&M, and it's a team effort. And so I wanted to share that with you guys. This goes through kind of our foot placement when we're walking. And so when you and I are moving forward in space, our feet are going forward, toes are usually pointed forward, and that helps us navigate safely. A lot of our visually impaired students or clients have out-toeing, so their feet are out and they're just at a wider base, and that's because that's how they feel more stable and secure with their balance. So as we're walking, there's a whole progression of how our heel should hit, how our toe lifts. There's this whole fancy swing through, like how you're taking steps. There's a process in moving forward, and all of this affects how straight we can cross streets. So anywho, why is Miss Megan babbling on and on about this? Well, there's a lot of reason as I was researching along. So essentially, all of these things about walking and posture, they affect how we are squaring up to cross a street. And if you don't have that heel-toe walk, it can make you veer, which means we cross and we maybe go a little bit outside of the crosswalk. So all of that posture, the gait, how we swing through and taking a step can affect straight crossings and just kind of how we're posturing our body, even sitting down in a chair. And so I've been hopefully developing some ideas along with my students' IEP team and collaborating things that could potentially help. Nothing is a guarantee, but we're going to go backwards on that pyramid and work on some of those coordination and strengthening motor skills, and hopefully get some of those building blocks, those foundational skills, to better serve our posture and how we're walking. And so that's the hope. And again, this is just my informal research, reading a variety of articles over time, things online, and then going back and piecing that together with my Foundations of Orientation Mobility book. So my next video will have some examples of ideas. I hope you guys enjoy and have a beautiful day. Bye.